New Year's resolutions to get in shape? Well, a lot of people love to burn calories on those elliptical machines. So tonight, we're putting them to the test so you don't waste your money. Elliptical exercisers are hot these days, so our partners at Consumer Reports went on a mission to find some good ones. They tested 31, costing from $450 to $3,600. They designed this machine to measure how much force you need to move the pedals at various resistance levels.
With a smaller range of resistance settings, you just can't mix up your workout as much as with a machine that has a large number of resistance settings.
Testers also measure the position your arms and legs are in as you work out.
That's important because we don't want you to be exercising on the elliptical and be pulled out of alignment or extended too far.
And then the real-life test. Panelists work out on the ellipticals. It turns out there are big differences.
I found myself leaning forward on it, so I was very close to the controls and such, so it was not very comfortable for me.
The machine was easy to use. The displays were bright and the buttons were big.
One of the lowest rated, the Best Fitness BFE1.
It wasn't smooth. You felt as if you were being pushed forward, and that's a problem.
In the end, top ratings went to the Diamondback 1260 EF for $2,200. It's well constructed with very good ergonomics, and you can adjust the incline to get a greater variety of workout, a real plus. Still too much money, though? Well, Consumer Reports named a $750 machine a Best Buy. It's the Nautilus E514. While it doesn't have an incline adjustment, it is well constructed with very good ergonomics. Both those recommended machines there come with a heart monitor. For the recommended names and the model numbers, if you missed those, just head to WXYZ.com. Now,